Good morning, students of class 9. Let's continue our history lesson, peasants and farmers. In our previous classes we have studied about the peasant and farmers of England. Now we will study about the peasant and farmers of America, USA. And just in this previous class we have talked about the America, the new country, was discovered by Christopher Columbus, and traders used to come there and they used to trade goods, forest products with the native people. And most of the 70 to 80% of the land of America was covered with thick forest and grasslands. 800 million acres of forest and 600 million acres of grasslands. And various native people, Native Americans, we call them Red Indians, they lived in groups. They maintained their lives by hunting, gathering fruits, fishing. Some were settled, some used to grow some crops, some were expert trappers. They trapped animals and sell animal skins to the trader. They used to do that from 16th century. Now these Europeans, they came and settled towards the eastern part of America, that is near the seashore. They settled there. Now from till there we have learned. Now let's talk about some more. There I have written only 5 points over here. The various Native Americans, we know they were called Red Indians. Various Native Americans, they live in groups, lived by hunting. They survived by hunting, fishing, gathering fruits and wild roots. Some were settled. Settled means some used to do farming, a little bit of farming for their survival. They cultivated various crops such as corn, beans, tobacco, pumpkins, and so on. Still, some were expert trappers. Trappers means they used to trap animals, use them as food, and their skin or the hides were sold to the traders. So now here number 2, the European traders. The European traders were supplied with forest products. The forest product such as honey, charcoal, resins, even leaves, wood for furniture, animal skin, bones, ivories, and so many. Forest products were sold to the traders. Not sold, they used to exchange, because these Red Indians, they do not need the money. So it was exchanged for various goods. So since 16th century, the trader used to come there to trade with forest products, exchange. But by 20th century, this landscape has transformed means changed drastically. But by 20th century, this landscape transformed radically, or you can say drastically. How did it change? How did it transform? White Americans who settled in the eastern coast, white Americans had moved westward. They started moving westward slowly. They crossed the Appalachian Mountain and came to the forest. Forests were cut down, grasses were uprooted, and the land was cultivated. And these Red Indians were driven towards the western side. toward the semi-arid regions, rocky side. We have told you already. And control the entire means whole, total. These white settlers, white Americans, actually they were the Europeans who came and settled there. The white Americans control the entire landscape into different agricultural belts. Different agricultural belts. They have divided the land into different agricultural belts. Corn, wheat, vegetables, fruits, and so on. They used to grow in various parts of the country. Number 4, the USA had come to dominate after the land was turned into a cultivated agricultural land by these white settlers or Europeans dominating the Red Indians. USA had come to dominate the world market in agricultural produce such as food grains. They supplied food grains all over the world, and these farmers, these white settlers, they became very rich by selling food grains, and they dominate the world market in agricultural produce. Number 5, how did this change come about? How did it happen? Who were the new settlers? Who were the new settlers? From where did they come from? From where did they come? And how did the spread of cultivation shaped the lives of the Native Americans or the Red Indians? What happened to them? Who were these settlers? Who were these new settlers, white Americans? Who were they? How did this thing happen? How long it took for them? So all these things will be learned in detail in our next classes. So that's all for today. You go through the lesson properly, read about peasants and farmers, and 2.0 we have gone through 2.0, bread basket and dust bowl. Previous we had learnt about England, the peasants and farmers, how they suffered due to the landlords and the big farmers. Now we'll talk about the white settlers and the Native Americans, that is Red Indians. So don't get confused, white settlers and Native Americans. White settlers were the Europeans who came and settled there and occupied the whole space, and the Native Americans were the original inhabitants of America. They were called Red Indians. The tribal people, you can say that. The tribes, native tribes, who were the original inhabitants of America. The whole country belonged to them, but they were pushed behind. They were driven out from their areas and they were pushed to the semi-arid Rockies towards the west. And they find it very difficult to survive later on. We will talk about how this land turned into a bread basket and how the same land turned into a dust bowl. What happened? Previously it was a bread basket. Now later on at the last it became a dust bowl. What was the reason? What mistake they had made? What was the reason for that? So we'll talk about that in our next class. As we go through, we'll learn everything in detail so that you will not have any problem while answering or while writing. So if you understand clearly, everything seems very, very easy. Nothing is difficult. That's all for today. Stay safe, be wise enough to use your time properly, and we'll meet in the next class. Thank you for watching.